Well, it's February the 5th, 2019, and I'm working on another one of these Walloons. I built 6 of them, 4 of the second generation. This will be number 7. So I think that that we're going to try this one with some little deeper sides on it and see if it doesn't enhance the tone. We've got our end blocks, neck block and the tail block glued in, sides bent, and we're going to put these linings in. I've got a walnut back and top I'm putting on this thing. I had some walnut. This came from an old table I bought and ripped up. It was about a 100-year-old table. I've got my fret slotting jig out and got some Madagascar rosewood I got a few years back from some fingerboard blanks, and I'm sawing some slots in this fingerboard. We're chugging along on this thing. As I said before, we decided to use a walnut top in this thing instead of spruce. I decided not to. First off, I want to put some binding on this thing, but I think I'll just leave it. I'm not trying to make something fancy. I'm trying to make something that has a sound I'm looking for. I thought I'd demonstrate a little bit of my technique for shaping the neck. I got this little spoke shave that I bought several years ago, made in England. It was a good tool, but I rounded the base of it. It was a flat spoke shave. I rounded it, and I've learned to use it. It's really a good tool. I'll demonstrate a little bit of shaping the neck with this thing. You can take off quite a bit of wood, or you can take off a little bit. That's going against the grain a little bit. But that's the way that I shape the neck. And I'll in the process, I'll use got some of these rasps that I got from Stuart McDonald a few years back. They work good. Got 2 of them, a coarse one and a fine one. And they're really good for shaping. We're installing these 1/4-inch inlays, little pre-made things that I purchased, mother of pearl, and we've all laid them all out. Just a 1/4-inch Forstner bit, came in a little set I bought, and it drills a real clean hole. If there's a trick to it, it would be to drill it to the right depth. I got a piece of masking tape around it to kind of guide my eye. But it's sort of a hit and miss deal, it seems like. If you get them too deep and they go down below the surface, they don't show up hardly as well. And that one just happened to be right. Caught me on a good one here. I've done inlays and fancy inlays and so forth, but these dots do the job. They're pretty neat looking, I think. I got a little non-stick caul here that I used, and it's a cutting board that I sawed up, used for cauls. That's a little accelerator to set that stuff up. I've taped the fingerboard up with some electrical tape and some other tape when it got so narrow that it's hard to fool with it. Down to 1500 grit sandpaper wrapped in this little eraser, and I'm polishing, doing the final polishing on them. Frank Ford taught me that what you do to one fret, you do to all of them. You're gonna take 3 licks on the corner of one, and it does what you need to do. You go down through there and take 3 strokes on all of them. 22 frets. Do the same thing 22 times down through there. Sometimes your fingers are the best caul that you can have. After all these years, seems like I'm always refining my process. Now I'll just come down through here with some 4/0 steel wool. As they say, the proof's in the pudding. So let's see what the pudding looks like. There's that fingerboard. Now we're going to come down through here with this steel wool. There's nothing in the world that feels any better than an old guitar or an old banjo that's been played for years and the corners are rounded off. And that's what I shoot for when I do a fret job.